from Bushnell Prairie City High School. I'm Jeff Borders, once again joined by Chris Frankhauser. Chris, tonight being brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. For our pregame sponsor, JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink, a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also, game nights, check out TSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Pole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Chris, week 2 action tonight, and bringing in a Blue Ridge Knights team from all the way over close to Champaign, Illinois.
Yeah, between Bloomington and Champaign, Farmer City, Blue Ridge. The Knights here, what do we count, 16 in uniform, if that.
Oh, I thought we had 12.
Or 12.
I think they only had 16 on the roster to begin with, and they have some out due to medical issues, we'll call it.
16 on the roster, and
I think
there's injuries.
I think there's 11 or 12 dressed on the field. And Coach Rodis actually told me, I was able to speak with him earlier today, and he told me that he's not for sure how many players they bring. He says if they bring 12, I'll be surprised, which is we think that's what they have.
Right.
But he said that they actually called this week and said, hey, we have some kids out, but we're still coming to play.
Good. I know that was a little bit in question earlier part of the week, but here we are, week 2, and BPC going off a big win last week, 52-6 over West Prairie Southeastern. The Knights lost 54-6 to Kirkland Hiawatha. We're going to step aside for our national anthem.
That was the BPC marching band with the national anthem, and kind of blocked out a little bit there by Burlington Northern, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We just unfortunately had a train come through at the same time. But
sounded like maybe the Amtrak or something coming through town. And as we said right before the national anthem, the Knights of Farmer City Blue Ridge fell 54-6 to probably one of the better 8-man football teams in Kirkland Hiawatha on last Friday evening.
And of course, we started things off last week with a home victory over the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones, and their game is tomorrow.
Yes, West Central, at West Central?
Yep, at West Central. West Central considered one of the better 8-man, if not the best 8-man football ranking-wise team in the state so far. So,
and of course, we see them next Saturday at Bigsville. Of course, this originally was supposed to be a game with North Fulton here, and North Fulton opting to only play varsity football.
JV football.
Or JV, no varsity, meant to say no varsity, just JV. And so Farmer City Blue Ridge able to slot into this week 2 spot for BPC and a home game for the Spartans.
It'll be a little something different over the last couple years. We've seen, a lot of the same teams that we're used to seeing. I mean, the McCombs, the Farmingtons. This is the first time, other than the few last couple or some previous years when we were on a on a playoff trip or even brought a playoff team in here that we've seen a team from this far away.
Yeah, and on a Friday night as well. That's, like I said, it's almost halfway between Bloomington and Champaign. As we said, that's going to be something we talked about last week with 8-man football. That's something we're going to see more and more, obviously. As we ran through the schedule last week, we've got some games against opponents we've never seen before and some teams we've never, probably a lot of people have never heard of, or towns that people never heard of.
Yeah, I believe I went to West Central the very first year of the co-op between West Prairie and Bushnell. That was the first game of the season, I do believe, because it was actually the first win for both programs, I think, in 2 or 3 years, and it was the first win for the program as a co-op.
I was there as well.
That was the game that didn't start for like an hour and a half late because of the lightning indicator, which
and ended about damn near midnight, didn't it?
Yeah,
it was almost midnight.
It was close. I know it was late when I got back to work.
Yeah, I know. I think by the time we got done and back, as far as my son was a sophomore that year, I think it was well after midnight by the time we got back that evening.
Once again, you're listening to the pregame show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor here on TSR Game Time Live. That game we were talking about tomorrow with West Prairie will be on as well, as I believe you'll catch Dwayne and Kenny tomorrow doing that game. Tonight he's producer Kenny still, so if there's any problems with volume or picture quality, you guys just go ahead and message me, and I'll make sure producer Kenny gets the message.
I believe, I got to give Kenny a little hard time. He did a good job helping with the play-by-play on Monday night, the JV game.
You know, I was listening to it, and I was like, that doesn't sound like Dwayne. A different voice. So, and it took me a little bit then to realize who it was, and then, of course, I turned it off the second half when Dwayne's voice came back on. But, I mean, that's just...
Well, that's a given, isn't it?
I mean, Kenny was gone. There was no reason to listen. I listen to you every week anyways, so...
Yeah, well...
Of course, that was a victory for the JV Spartans as well, so...
Entertaining contest. The Knights will start with the football. Number 2, Caden Wiseman back for the Farmer City Blue Ridge Knights.
I think I'm counting 11, Chris, as I think I only see 3 guys.
With
nope, I take that back. There's 4. There's 4.
Yep.
The one in the middle without his helmet was throwing me off.
Yep, me too.
So they do have 12 dressed. And we're still, we're going to go ahead and set the clock. We're about 4 minutes away from the 7 o'clock, but
hey, we're ready. Everybody's ready. Let's get this thing started.
Set the kick for the Spartans, number 34, Brian Bittner.
Brian Bittner, 34, to tee it up for BPC.
And you'll have to help me with the back deep because my Blue Ridge roster decided to leave us.
Caden Wiseman, number 2, back deep. Good line drive kick.
Bittner's kick lands at about the 16-yard line. Going to be fielded at about the 5. He's going to look for where to go, and he just has a wall of blue jerseys in front of him. He's going to be brought down at about the 18-yard line where the Blue Ridge Knights will take over 1st and 10.
It's like Dalton Hortwell, number 10, down on the stop for BPC.
Looks like they're going to mark it officially at about the 19-yard line, it looks like, Chris, to me.
I was going to say it's short of the 20, so we'll call it the 19. Scoreboard says 18. We're going to go with 19.
So 1st and 10 for the Knights here. First possession of the contest for them. They're going to come out with a wing back here to the near side. 1 setback, quarterback under center. He's going to drop back, going to throw a little lob pass over the far sideline. Intended receiver outran, I guess, the would-be throws. The throw was thrown about to the 30-yard line, and the receiver was more towards the middle of the field. Be incomplete. Bring up a 2nd and 10 now for the Knights.
2nd and 10.
Sean Link, one of the Spartans on the coverage, number 16. Caden Wiseman, the quarterback for the Knights, number 2.
Once again, wing back to the near side. 1 setback, everyone else on the line of scrimmage. fumble, ball on the ground. It looks like
BPC's on
it was recovered by Shane Shin.
Play recovered by the Spartans.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Spartans from deep in Knights territory here at about the 17-yard line.
Oh, Shane Shin had an excellent first half of that game on a week ago Friday night against West Prairie Southeastern, and a good start here on the second play on defense. And now BPC, as you said, set up in great shape.
Split backfield, handoff to Shane Shin off the right side. He's going to put his shoulders down,
Holy
spin through a
smokes.
couple tackles, and get brought down at about the just shy of the 5-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down, a gain of about 12 for Shin.
Well, you see the initial contact by the freshman, Jaden Wiseman, number 3, and Shin just drug him down the field about 10 yards for the first and goal for BPC at the Knight 6.
Split backfield once again. Handoff this time to Powell near side. Lots of
Touchdown.
running room, and he'll be in for the touchdown. Ben Powell with the 6-yard touchdown run. Spartans take advantage of the
Ben Powell with a 6-yard run.
Spartans take advantage of the turnover. 2 plays and in for the touchdown. Two wideouts, split backfield, shotgun formation. It's going to be a toss sweep with Shin around the far side, and he too has the corner. He's going to break a tackle and be in for the 2-point conversion. So at the 11:21 mark here in the first quarter, the Spartans take advantage of a costly fumble to go up 8-0.
It is your BPC Spartans 8.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
Back here at Bushnell Prairie City High School, you score 8-0 as the Spartans on top after a fumble recovery. Bittner has the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. Going to be a line drive kick, lands at about the 30, takes a high hop of one of the upbacks. He's going to field it. He's going to try to bring it near side, break the first tackle, break a second tackle, finally get brought down at about the 27-yard line.
7, Joey Cole on the return.
Takes the ball to about the 28-yard line. Will be first and 10 for the Knights.
So the Knights here on their second possession of the contest. Wing back near side. One setback, quarterback under center, going to be motion. Handoff to the motion man around the far side. He breaks the first tackle.
Nice
but
tackle.
Can't get past the second guy. That's number 16, it looked like, Sean Link. It's going to be a loss of maybe one. Going to bring up a second and 11 now for the Knights.
Trent Smith, I believe, 10 on the carry, a freshman for the Blue Ridge Knights. Loss of 1. Second and we'll call it a long 10.
11.
Same formation once again, wing back near side. Going to fake the handoff to the motion man, this time to the fullback up the middle, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a little bit further.
73, Wyatt Hodgkins on the stop.
A gain of about 2. It'll bring up a 3rd and 9.
Joey Cole, the ball carrier. Gain of 2.
Split backfield this time. Quarterback under center. Could be a handoff to the first back through, but he's going to be wrapped up about the line of scrimmage and has a whole host of Spartans on him.
20, Jacob Brown.
That was the cleanup tackle, but number 60,
Weissman, the ball carrier.
Chris Taylor, once again, the first Spartan in on the play. Called his name quite a bit last week as he was disrupting everything in the backfield, and he's continued into it this week.
Right, if it wasn't Taylor, it was Shin, and going to force a punt, 4th and 8 for the Knights. Looks like Caden Weissman, the senior, back to punt for the Farmer City Blue Ridge Knights.
High snap and a bad punt. It is going to take a night bounce, but it's only going to get back to about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the ball
maybe
snapped.
Even less.
Actually less. I think it's going to be marked at the 29.
Yeah,
Line of scrimmage was 30.
They're going to move it back about a half yard, so a negative half yard net punt there. I tell you what, I thought the Spartans were going to block it, and it looked like he kind of held up, worried about running into the punter, and slipped and fell. Spartans come out 1st and 10, ball on deep in Knight territory. Toss sweep to Shin, far side. It's going to split 2 would-be tacklers and then finally get brought down after a gain of about 2, it looks like.
Landon Slade, 13 on the stop for the Knights. 9 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. 8-0 lead for BPC.
Once again, comes out with 2 wide receivers, split backfield for Hensley. Going to fake the handoff to Ben Powell. It's going to be an option play, but he's just going to get wrapped up in the backfield as the timing of that play looked like it was disrupted up from the very beginning. Going to be a loss of
1.
It'll bring up a 3rd and 9 now. So 3rd and 9 now for BPC. Deep in Knight territory, ball on the 29-yard line. Handoff to fake to Ben Powell. Hensley going to roll out, going to make the first couple guys miss, get brought down finally, though. It's going to be sacked for a loss of about 5, it looks like.
Corbin Colbert, 88, freshman on the sack.
So not a whole lot of time there with the play fake. Play action not really there. Is a lot of pursuit by the Knights on that play. 4th and long now for the Spartans. Handoff goes to Shin. He tries to cut it up the middle. He's going to try to drag a few guys with him. I think at this point, everyone on the team has hit him.
Send the ball carrier.
They're going to mark it back to the original, back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be a turnover on downs for the Spartans.
To the line of scrimmage where it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10.
7:42 to play here in the opening quarter.
So a turnover on downs will be 1st and 10 Knights from their own 34-yard line. Little offset backfield this time. It's going to hand off first back up the middle. He's going to have a nice gain of about 6 on the play.
Number 3, Jaden Wiseman.
It's going to bring up a 2nd, and we're going to call it 4 now for the Blue Ridge Knights.
2nd and 4.
Split backfield for the Knights. Handoff first back through once again. This time he's wrapped up in the backfield and brought down for a loss. Number 60 once again.
Jaden Weissman, the ball carrier. Shane Shin on the stop for the Spartans.
Chris Taylor to make initial contact. Cleaned up by Shane Shin. Going to be a loss of about a yard back to the 40-yard line, just on the outside of the 40. It's going to be a 3rd, and we're going to call it a long 4, short 5. And I think the amped up defense there just jumped a little too quick, and that's going to be enough for a first down as the ball will be placed on the 45-yard line. It'll bring up a 1st and 10 due to the penalty.
5-yard penalty, good for a first down.
Now we get the signal. The chain crew had moved on the far side, and officials give them the sign. So 1st and 10 at right 45-yard line.
I think everyone but the official who placed the ball down, or he knew it was a first down. Everyone else was kind of confused what he was doing. So split backfield once again for the Knights. This time handoff going to come near side. Ball on the ground. It's going to be recovered by the Spartans.
73, Wyatt Hodgkins on the fumble recovery.
So second turnover for the Knights here in the early action. Once again, we'll give BPC possession in Knights territory. They'll have it 1st and 10, ball at about the 43-yard line.
5:56 to play here in the opening quarter. 8-0 lead for the Spartans.
Spartans in tight, 2 backfield set. Going to fake it to Shen, going to roll out near side. He has a wide open. It's going to be caught. I can't tell if the ball was tipped on the throw.
A catch by Sean Link.
Yeah, Sean Link with the reception. It's going to be just shy of a first down, it looks like. It's going to be a gain of about 9. Good job of Link coming back for that ball. Like I said, that ball was tipped on the throw, which probably helped out the Knights because Link was wide open.
Yeah.
Offset power eye this time for the Spartans. Handoff's going to go to the fullback. That's Ben Powell. He's going to face or stiff arm one guy. He's going to have a gain of, it looks like, about 5 yards and be enough for a Spartan first down. Looks like they're going to mark it down around the 29-yard line. Going to spread it back out again. Hand off to Shane Shin. He's going to have some penetration. He's going to cut it back against the grain. Lots of green in front of him with his speed. He's going to be gone. 29-yard run for Shane Shin and another Spartan touchdown. A lot of penetration came from that far side defensive line. Shane Shin was able to cut it back against the grain, and with a lack of defenders on that side, was able to go pretty much untouched into the end zone, Chris.
29 yards in the run. Good block by the wide receiver on the one man that had a shot at him by Link, and 14-0 lead for the Spartans.
Going to be option near side, and it's going to be no good as the option play was kind of broke up in the backfield. But at 5:12 remaining here in the first quarter, it is the BPC Spartans 14 and the visiting Blue Ridge Knights 0.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. 14-0 to score here. The Spartans on top of the visiting Blue Ridge Knights. Bittner has the ball teed up once again here on the 40. It'll be his third kickoff of the evening so far. Line drive kick, a squib kick, going to be fielded by an up man at about the 32-yard line. It's a big old boy running the ball right there, Chris, and he's just running people over across the 50. Finally knocked out of bounds at about the Spartan 43-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds by number 34, Brian Bittner.
Kicker Bittner running 34 for the Blue
Jamison
Ridge.
Berkler.
Yep.
Listed as a tackle on the one of the guys came up and put a hit on him, and he just bounced right off and kept on going. We're going to go with the wing back near side once again. One setback, quarterback under center. Going to be a handoff to the near side to the lone setback. He's going to try to stiff arm his way forward, and he finally gets knocked out of bounds by number 20 for the Spartans.
Jacob Brown. Jaden Wiseman on the carry for the Knights. Gain of 4.
Second and 6 now for the Knights. Wing back near side in motion. Going to fake it. Going to look to pass. Going to throw it down the far sideline towards the motion man. It's going to be knocked away by Brown. Good defense that time by the Spartans.
Good job, as you said, turning around at the right time, not making the contact. Notice Caden Wiseman, left-handed cornerback, probably likes to put a lot of loft up under the ball. And a good job, as you said, by Brown. That'll stop the clock. 3rd and 5 for the Knights at the BPC at 38. 4:52 to play here in the opening quarter. Spartans on top, 14-0.
First time the Knights have been into Spartan territory. Looking at a 3rd, and we're going to call it a long 5 here. Wing back near side and handoff straight up the middle. He's going to make initial he's going to break the initial hit by Shane Shin, but brought down by, once again, number 60, Chris Taylor on the tackle. It's going to bring up a 4th, and I'm going to call it 4 here, Chris.
Yeah, the ball just short of the 40. Looks like they've got to get down to at least the 37-yard line of BPC for the first down.
Whoever it was that was blocking Shane Shin did a good job of taking Shin out of the play, but Shane was able to get an arm out there and kind of slow the play up, it looked like, and just enough for Taylor to clean it up, leave it for a short gain for the Knights. They're going to come out now with looks like an offset backfield. It's going to be a fake the handoff, quarterback keeper. He's got a lot of running room around the far sideline. He's going to have the first down. Ball comes out, but it's going to go out of bounds. It looks like near the 25-yard line.
Nice play by Wiseman. That'll be the second first down for the Knights.
They're going to place the ball at about the 29-yard line as it was fumbled forward. They're going to bring it back to where the fumble actually happened. The ball cannot go forward on a fumble, I guess, evidently.
Right.
They lost about 5 yards on the forward fumble. So 1st and 10, ball on the Spartan 29-yard line. Wing back to the near side, 1 setback. Motion, going to hand off to the wing back. He's going to cut it back up the middle. He's going to have a gain of about 4, it looks like. Maybe
Trenton Smith, I believe, on the carry, 10.
Trenton Smith, the ball carrier.
Bring up a 2nd and 6. Ball placed right on the 25-yard line.
Hodgkins 73 on the stop for BPC.
Short gain on the play.
Wing back near side once again, 1 setback, quarterback under center. Going to hand off to the 1 setback. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield.
Job. Ben Powell, I believe, 8.
Yep, looked like Ben Powell on a blitz there. He's going to stop him in the backfield, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and...
Ben Powell with a stop in the backfield.
Looks like a loss of about 1, so it'll be 3rd and 6.
Jaden Wiseman on the carry there for the Knights.
3rd and 7.
I guess they do have to get it down to close to the 19, so it is a 3rd and 7. Split backfield, pitch man. He's going to try to bring. He's going to cut it back against the grain and get clocked from the backside.
Taylor on the hit.
So it is going to bring up a 4th and about 5. It looks like as Taylor did a good job of staying back home in his position, and that cutback was right there to make the tackle.
He does, because I don't know if he doesn't make that play, he's going to get probably the first down a little bit more. Clock down to 2:18 to play here in the opening quarter.
So a big 4th down here for the Spartan defense. Blue Ridge taking their time getting the play in. They're going to come out with a wing back near side. The hand is counting, time running down on the play clock. And they're going to take a timeout just before. It's taking a little bit too much time. And with the timeout, we're going to step away. 14-0 the score here from Bushnell Prairie City High School.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. A timeout taken by the Blue Ridge Knights. 1:51 remaining here in the first quarter. They're 4th and 5 from the Spartan 24-yard line. As Chris and I were talking about, they took a little bit of time getting the play in, and we were running out of time, so he took a timeout there. Don't want to take a
Penalty,
5-yard penalty
no.
here. No, make it a 4th and 10.
Be sure to join us
To have
next
one
week
score
at
from
the
around the
Central
area.
Travel
Elmwood,
Central.
Brimfield, and Rushville Industry
Take on the Heat.
8-8 in the opening quarter.
West Central.
So here on the 4th and 5 play, they're going to come out, wing back near side, one setback. Quarterback under center. He's going to drop back. He's going to hand off to the fullback or running back. Ball on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by Blue Ridge, but it's not going to be enough for a first down.
That was
Number 42, once again, Shane Shin with the initial hit that caused the fumble.
Jaden Wiseman on the carry, number 3. Trenton Smith able to get on that football for Blue Ridge, but what a hit from Shin.
That wasn't a hand hitting the ball. That wasn't a helmet hitting the ball. That was you just got hit so hard your body just quit working.
So BPC with 1:44 to play has it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line with a 14-0 lead.
We're going to come out with 2 wide receivers, split backfield. Hensley in the shotgun, going to fake one handoff and then give it to Shane Shin. He's going to try to take it back outside. He's going to make one guy miss on a cut, bring it back for a gain of 9, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 1 now for the Spartans.
9-yard gain for Shin. 2nd and 1.
So as you said, a gain of 9, so 2nd and 1. Ball at the Spartan 32-yard line.
Same formation. This time they're going to fake the handoff. Going to roll out wide open.
Hensley's pass intended for number 20, Jake Brown.
Jacob Brown.
Yeah, Jake Brown wide open, and Hensley just overthrew, and Jake had turned and set his feet and was wide open.
That wasn't a defender within 12 to 15 yards of Brown on the far side, and that'll stop the clock with 1:10 to play. 3rd and 1 for BPC.
So here on the 3rd down play, 2 wide receivers, split backfield. Hensley's going to fumble the handoff as he tried to give it to Powell, and it looks like
Knights got on
the
it.
Knights have recovered it. So a fumble recovered by
7.
Number 3, Jaden Wiseman.
Joey Cole.
1st and 10 for the Knights.
So bring up a 1st and 10 for the Knights deep in Spartan territory. Ball at the 29-yard line. So pretty much where they took over from last time.
Right.
They're going to come out with a wing back near side, one setback. Going to drop back. He's going to look to throw. He knows where to throw it. Now he's just going to chuck it down the field, and it's going to be knocked away. Hensley on the defense.
Number 10, Dalton Harwoodall. 2nd and 10.
Hensley just back there playing center field and had he's right in the hip pocket of the would-be receiver, and there at the last minute jumped up and knocked the ball away. Brings up a 2nd and 10 now for the Knights.
Exactly 60 seconds on the clock.
Split backfield for the Knights now. Toss sweep to the near side. Lots of green room. Good blocking by the would-be running back and quarterback out in front, and it's going to be close to a 1st down.
Trenton Smith on the carry.
Hensley.
Be about a yard short, I believe, of the 1st down.
He's going to have it up there 3rd and 1 now.
First down marker, 3rd and
Ball
1.
just inside the 20.
From the 20-yard line.
Quarterback with the toss pitch, and then him and the other running back were his lead blockers, and they were able to get him out there and get some holes opened up for him.
And biggest offensive play of the night for the Knights thus far.
That might be the last play of the 1st quarter. They might try to rush this one in with about 15 seconds to go and the clock running. They're going to have to hurry, though, if they want to get this off before the end of the quarter. And they are hurrying. Wing back near side. Handoff straight up the middle, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down, and finally gets brought down at about the 13, maybe call it the 14-yard line. And that'll be the end of the 1st quarter with your BPC Spartans 14 and the visiting Blue Ridge Knights 0.
And the Blue Ridge Knights 0.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. I was going to do some live reads for you, but looks like we're about to jump right into action here in the second quarter. The Spartans are up 14-0. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank of friendly service. Call them at 772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. And back to live action here from Bushnell Prairie City High School. They're going to drop back, look to pass, throw it to the far corner. Ball tipped away and intercepted by Hensley. Got a flag on the play back in the end zone. Hensley's going to be brought down at about the 14-yard line, it looks like. We'll see what the flag is.
Wave it off. I was going to say, I didn't know what that couldn't be pass interference.
Yeah, once the ball was tipped, it was the receiver was fair game to hit.
Right.
So
BPC with a defensive stop there, the interception and return will have it 1st and 10 from their own 13.
Spartan's going to spread the field. 2 setbacks. Hensley's going to be back in the shotgun. Handoff to Shin. He's going to try to take it inside, then cut it back outside. He's going to have a short gain of maybe 1.
Jamison Berkler, 34 on the stop.
2nd and 9.
Second and 9 now for the Spartans. Split backfield, 2 wide receivers. Hensley going to fake it, go option far side. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down all the way back at about the 10-yard line.
21.
By number 7, Joey Cole.
Nope. They're going to say Joey Cole on the stop, number 7.
Off of 5.
The plays that are taking some time to develop in the backfield right now, Blue Ridge is getting just way too much penetration, either disrupting the play timing or just plays like that in the backfield. I think we need to go back to a quick hitting handoffs now. 3rd and long now for the Spartans. Going to roll out, look to pass. He's got all sorts of time and a wide open wide receiver. That's Brown. It's going to be caught. He's down the 50, the 40.
He's gone.
30, 20,
90
10,
yards.
5, touchdown, Spartans.
Sam Hensley with a 90-yard pass to Jake Brown for the score.
That was pretty. Right on the money. Brown really didn't have to break stride much at all and takes it to the house.
Yeah, that was and he had plenty of time to throw it. He had Shane Shin back there in protection with him, and I don't even know if Shin hit anyone to block, but just plenty of time to just throw that ball down the field. And that was about a 45-yard, 50-yard throw in the air for Hensley as he threw it from about the 5-yard line all the way down to 50. So the 2-point conversion now for the Spartans. It's going to be a toss sweep to Shane Shin. He's got all sorts of running room, untouched in for the 2-point conversion.
With 10:26 remaining in the
10:26 remaining here remaining in the first half here from Bushnell Prairie City High School. 22-0 the score. Your Spartans on top. Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business bank, as well as home and agricultural lending. It's time in its trust department, so stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or other drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC equal housing lender. The Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all the BPC Athletics good luck this season. So the teams back out on the field for the kickoff. 22-0 to score, 10:26 remaining in the first half. Bittner has the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. Squib kick down the center of the field. Going to be bounced off of an up man. It's going to be a live ball at about the 22. Finally fielded. And he's going to make a few of the Spartans miss, break a couple more tackles, and finally get it up close to the 45-yard line.
22 with that big saving tackle there, Dalton Huffman for BPC. And that, 5 or 6 opportunities for BPC to bring him down much further back down the field.
Yeah, he should have been brought down back inside the 25-yard line where he initially picked up the ball and first contact was made with him, but he was able to run through the tackles and get it out to the Knight 45-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10. Wing back near side once again. Wing back in motion. It's going to be a handoff to the wing back, and Shane Shin read that one perfectly. As soon as he took 2 steps forward and stood there and waited for him.
Yep. And that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 for the Knights.
Trenton Smith, the ball carrier.
Loss of 3 on the play.
They're saying 3, but that's 4.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 14 now for the Knights. Bob hasn't been right in 6 years.
Clock down to 9:40 to play here in the first half.
Split backfield for the Knights. Going to fake the handoff, quarterback keeper near side, and once again that was read perfectly by.
That was Dalton Horwedel, and a flag coming in late on the play.
This might be a face mask against the quarterback. That's the only thing I saw.
He was going down. It looked like he grabbed a hold of it. Got a blue helmet. Yep. Good call, Jeff.
Face mask against the Knights is the call.
At least this face mask we saw, and we're seeing it marked off against the team that we thought it was
right.
on. Unless, still don't know what happened last week. I even went back and watched it, and I don't know what the penalty was.
I'm going to say.
So it was a loss of 5 on the play. Oh, I'm sorry, it was a loss of 3 on the play, back to the 40, and then a
spot 5-yard mark off on the face mask. So that's going to set up a 2nd and about 20.
I guess technically it'd be a loss of 1 because it was 2nd and 14. But so 2nd and 20 now after the penalty. Going to drop back, look to throw, going to throw one up, and Bittner's going to intercept that one.
Pass intercepted by number 32.
BPC just overloaded the line of scrimmage and just sent 5-6 guys inside, and Wiseman nowhere time to set and throw, just lobbed it up. Bittner was pretty good height, able to out-jump.
There was no one there to out-jump. He was by himself.
And got that interception. So back-to-back interceptions by Wiseman, and BPC set up good shape here, 1st and 10 from their own 41, up 22-0, 9:08 to play here in the first half.
2 wide receivers set, split backfield for the Spartans. Going to hand off to Shane Shin. He's going to try to cut it back, but has nowhere to go. I think if he would have stuck with his initial route there on the carry, he probably would have done a little better, but he's going to lose about 1.
Loss of a yard on the play for Shin.
Loss of 1.
It'll bring up a 2nd and 11 now for the Spartans. Handoff to Ben Powell this time, and Ben's going to lower his shoulder and try to get it back up to the original line of scrimmage.
Looks like he's going to get there.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 now for the Spartans.
Joey Cole with the stop for the Knights. Powell gets the ball to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
So 3rd and 10 now for the Spartans. 6, is that an 8-14?
And a timeout taken by the Knights. Their 2nd.
So with 8:14 remaining in the first half, the Knights take their second timeout of the contest. 22-0 the score here from Bushnell Prairie City High School. We'll be right back.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Your team is ready.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. 22-0 the score here. Heil Enterprise of Heil Trucking can take your product down the road near far. Also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis at Route 41 south of Prairie City or call 309-775-3333. 3rd and 10 now for the Spartans. They're going to come out with an offset power I to the right. Going to be a handoff straight ahead to Shane Shin. And lots of running room. He's going to cut it back up the middle, and Shane might go all the way.
He will.
He's in for the touchdown, a 41-yard touchdown run for Shane Shin.
At 41 yards, going to put him just a yard short of the century mark. 99 yards on 8 carries, and a couple of scores for Shin.
99 carries would be something.
Yeah, that would be something.
That might be a record or something.
Or something.
Or something. He'll be a tired kid, as I know.
Yeah. 41 yards for Shin. Go with his 29-yarder in the opening quarter. The two-point bounce out is going to be Powell taking it in for the two-point conversion. Makes it 30-0 BPC with 8:04 to play here in the first half.
And the Blue Ridge Knights is 0.
30-0 BPC on at top. Shin 41 yards on that touchdown run.
Sorry, I was trying to update one of the score apps, and somehow I put the score at 634-0. So wishful
Shin
thinking.
must have had 99 carries in that game, right?
Now it's.
Speaking of scores from around the area, got Rushville Industry on top of Elmwood Brimfield in the second quarter, 14-8. And Farmington 18, Havana nothing. That a first quarter score.
Brian Bittner teeing the ball up for the Spartans.
Macomb 20-0 over South Fulton. I think that was last week, though, right?
Nope.
No?
Nope. South Fulton's at Macomb tonight, I believe.
Gotcha. That's Rushville last week at Macomb.
Right.
Squib kick up the middle. We're going to field it by the. Oh, wow. Lane Huffman with the stick.
Nice hit by the freshman.
With the return, stopped by number 1, Lane Huffman.
It's a little squib kick up the middle, and we've seen those the last few times been returned for some decent yardage, and that time Lane says, I got this, coach.
Mm-hmm.
About the 34-yard line, it looks like. 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights. What'd you have Rushville at, 14-8?
That's what I saw.
On top of Elmwood,
Yep.
okay. Wing back to the far side this time. He's going to go with the handoff to the setback. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield, but spin his way forward.
Really cool with the run.
Very short gain, maybe a half yard. We're still going to call it 2nd and 10.
Jaden Wiseman on the run.
Wing back far side, one setback. Wing back comes in motion to the near side. They're going to go handoff to the lone setback. He's going to cut it upfield and have a decent run of about 9 yards. It looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd and close to 2 yards to go.
Gain of 9 for Jaden Weissman.
7:10 in county here on the first half clock.
Wing back far side, one setback once again for the Knights. Motion to the near side. It's going to be handoff to the lone setback once again. He'll have enough for a first down and a little extra. Give him a gain of 5 on that play.
Wiseman, the ball carrier.
Wiseman, the carry. He's going to get it up to about the
Forward on the
48-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the
Along
Knights.
Sam Hensley.
We both did it that time, Chris. I was standing on it.
Oh.
You're standing on it.
Yeah, we need to maybe put a little hook or something up there for our headphone cords.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Ridge Knights. Ball still in their own territory, about the 47-yard line. Toss sweep near side. And the Spartans were all over that one. Once again, Shane Shin in the backfield. So is number 60, Chris Taylor. He's going to be tackled all the way back at about the 41-yard line.
It's going to be a loss of 6.
Loss of 6.
Going to bring up a 2nd, and we're going to call it 12. No, I'm sorry. We're going to call it 2nd and 16.
$5:55 to play here, first half.
2nd and long now for the Knights. Motion by the wingback. Handoff going to go straight up the middle. He's going to break the would-be tackle at the line of scrimmage. Finally gets hit at about the 45-yard line. A gain of about 4.
Shin on the stop. That was Jaden Wiseman on the carry.
73, Wyatt Hodgkins made contact with him in the backfield, slowed everything up, but he was able to break that tackle and get a gain of 4. Brings up a 3rd. Now it's 3rd and 12, I'm going to say.
Right.
Already says 11, but I'm saying 3rd and 12 because I said that last time.
There we go. Knights have got to get down inside the 43 BPC.
We're going to come out with the split backfield this time. Quarterback under center. Going to hand off to the running back around the far side, but he's going to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 10 after a gain of 2.
Ben Powell, 8 on the stop for BPC.
Gain of a couple.
That was Smith on the carry. Clock down to 4:40 to play. 30-0 BPC on top here in the first half.
A lot cooler night than what we were facing last week, Chris. I'm actually eyeing the hooded sweatshirt down here to put on.
Yeah.
Last week we were both
Sweaty.
in shorts and T-shirts. And so a big 4th down here for the Knights. Ball still inside their own territory. 4th and 10, ball on their own 47-yard line. Split backfield, going to drop back to pass, going to roll out. Look like a quarterback keeper. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to cut it back against the grain.
First down.
And he's going to have enough for a first down. He's going to run it out. Finally pushed out of bounds. Well, hold on a second, Chris. Ooh,
he may have stepped out.
He's just going to have the first down. Give him a gain of 10, but I thought he was going to have it by plenty. And then when they spotted the ball, I was like, this is going to be close.
Yeah, it was closer than I thought. And so the Knights set the chains. 4:05 in the clock and rolling. 1st and 10 for Farmer City Blue Ridge at the BPC 43-yard line.
So 1st and 10, ball inside Spartan territory, split backfield. Handoff first back through. That's Wiseman. He's going to get wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Look like Horwood. Oh, nope, you're right, Powell.
Ben Powell with a stop.
No gain. Half a yard?
Not even a half yard. They're going to move the stick just barely. So
say no gain. 2nd and 10. 3:30 to play.
come out with a wing back on the far side this time. One setback. Wing back comes in motion. Going to be a handoff to the lone setback. He's going to break it outside, and he's going to just get hit by Shane Shin, who just pretty much forced him out of bounds, but not before he gets a gain of about 8, it looks like. It'll bring up a third and a long 2.
8-yard gain.
Or short 2.
3rd and 2.
Clock under 3 to play, 2:50 and counting. 30-0 lead here in the opening half for BPC.
Wing back far side. He's going to come in motion. They're going to hand off straight up the middle. Horwood just going to miss the tackle bad in the backfield, and they're going to get enough for a first down.
Jaden Wiseman on the carry.
Gain of
about 5 for the first down.
I'll stop the clock momentarily, set the chains. 2:30 and counting.
Going to bring up a 1st and 10 ball on the 28-yard line. Hand off to the up back once again. This time he's going to get drugged down from behind.
Powell, Hodgkins, I believe, in there as well.
Gain of 1.
Gain of 1 on the play.
2nd and 9.
Clock right at 120 to play here in the first half. 1:55 and counting.
Wing back far side, 1 setback. Handoff straight up the middle once again. And tell you what, they're not doing anything different here. Nope. They're running the exact same play over and over.
Horwittle on the stop.
For the Spartans.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and call it. Is that 3 or 4, Chris?
I'm going to say 3. I'm going to call that a gain of 6 on that last play.
4.
We're going to say 3rd and a long 3. This time the quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to get hit in the backfield. He's going to break that arm tackle, try to cut it back. Nowhere to go. We got a flag come in late at the flag thrown at the 20-yard line. I think he just signaled a block in the back against the Knights.
Jacob Brown on the stop for BPC, and that will be the call.
A legal block in the back is the call against the Knights.
So the official's going to talk to Coach Rodis and see what he wants to do. It would either be 4th down from where the ball is spotted, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to decline the penalty, make it 4th down. So it's going to be a 4th and 4 now. Close to, it's going to be 4th and a long 4.
Yeah, I'd say almost 5. See if the BPC defense can hold as we're down near the 1-minute mark.
And I think that's what Coach Rodis is saying. Take some, put some faith in your defense here. Handoff right the middle. And he's going to be wrapped up right there. Hodgkins, the first Spartan to wrap him up, is going to be cleaned up with Horwittle coming in.
Dalton Horwittle there, as you said. And BPC with 3 timeouts, 49 seconds to play first half. 1st and 10 from their own 21.
.49 seconds here remaining in the first half. 1st and 10 now for the Spartans. Going to be a fake handoff to Ben Powell. Going to throw to a wide open receiver. Brown near side. He's going to make one guy miss, and he does cut it back against the grain. He's going to be gone,
76 yards.
Yep. So take a risk there to rely on your defense to get the stop, and then another big pass play to Brown for the touchdown on your first possession. I guess on the first play of the possession.
So that connection with 2 scoring passing touchdowns, Hensley to Brown. First 90, that one 76 yards, 34.2 seconds to play in the first half. BPC now up 36-0 on the Knights of Farmer City Blue Ridge.
2-point conversion on the way for the Spartans. Going to be a pitch to Powell. He's going to cut it inside, and he is not going to make it. So at 34.2 seconds remaining in the second quarter, 36-0 to score. Your BPC Spartans on top.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
You see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
The kick received by the Knights. Tackle made by Lane Huffman again. And return
Lane Huffman.
made by number 10, Smith, for the Farmer City Blue Ridge Knights. And Lane Huffman limping off the field after making a couple of nice tackles on the last two kickoffs.
Yeah, that first one he made there on the last kickoff, he kind of come off a little gingerly, and this time he comes back just a little bit more. I think he's looking at the trainer, and he's just like, no, I'm good. She's not doing anything, just kind of smiling. So maybe just saying, I hit him so hard, Coach, I made a cramp in my toe. 28.8 seconds remaining now here in the first half of play from Bushnell Prairie City High School. Oh, what a play. Never mind.
We thought Shin made the sock in the back.
I honestly think Shane Shin knocked the ball away from the quarterback to the running back. I'm not really for sure, but he almost took the handoff, but it's ended up going to be a gain of about 15.
Knights taking their final timeout.
Don't forget to join us.
Yeah, that's one of the coaches just showed me the replay that they have. Shane Shin literally hit the ball to the running back.
.7 seconds to play. First half, 1st and 10 for the Knights at the BPC 45.
Trying to get the, I think the Knights are trying to get some scores in here before the end of the half, as the Spartans will get the ball to begin the second half. And if they go down and score, of course, that will lead to a running clock here in the second half. I mean, BPC can still score here in the, with a turnover or scoop and score, some of that nature. Wing back far side. It's going to be a handoff straight up the middle once again for the Knights.
Jaden Wiseman again on the carry.
And a gain of, call it
5.
Well, they're going to say
5.
Gain of 6.
6, okay. And that will be the final play of the first half. 36-0 BPC on top as we head to the break.
As Chris said, here at halftime, 36-0 to score. Your BPC Spartans on top. We'll be right back. MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
You see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit, and all the providers and staff are putting the patient first.
We're back here at Bushel Prairie City High School as the marching band takes the field for their halftime show. I give Chris a few extra moments here while we're waiting for the band to play to get some of his thoughts and stats and figures and get his shoes back on after figuring out some of the mathematics of it. (16-14) at the half. Elmwood on top of Rushville Industry. Macomb 28, South Fulton 0, Farmington 39, Havana 0.
Everybody Needs Somebody to Love was originally
Illini West is up 12-0 on top of Lewiston.
He based it on the music he played in church as a kid. The 1980 movie, The Blues Brothers, brought new life to this song. Please enjoy Everybody Needs Somebody to Love.
That was the BPC marching band with Need Somebody to Love. Chris, that gave you enough time? I see you got your shoes back on and
yes.
The face is back to normal color. The tongue's not sticking out the side, so I guess you're done mathing.
I'm done, yes. I'm
done mathing?
I'm done mathing, yes. I like that. Unofficially, BPC.
No, they're official. Come on.
Well, officially, unofficially. I've got Shane Shin with 8 carries, 99 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Ben Powell, 3 carries for 12 and a touchdown. Sam Hensley passing 3 of 4, 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jake Brown, 2 touchdown catches for 166 yards. As it is a 36-0 lead for BPC here at the break. Didn't take BPC long to get on the scoreboard. Ben Powell on a 6-yard touchdown run with 11:21 to go in the opening quarter. Shane Shin's run for 2 made it an 8-0 lead for BPC. Spartans would tack on one more before the end of the opening quarter. Shane Shin, his first of 2 touchdown runs at a 29-yard score. The run failed, and after one, it was 14-0 in favor of the Spartans. Second quarter, it was the passing attack, as the first of 2 on the second quarter. It was Sam Hensley, a 90-yard touchdown pass to Jacob Brown with 10:26 to play. Shin's run for 2 was good, made it 22-0 BPC. Again, with 10:26 left in the first half, 8:04 to go. Shane Shin, a 41-yard touchdown run. Ben Powell's run for 2 was good, 30-0 in favor of BPC. That score coming with 8:04 to play. With 34 seconds to go was Hensley to Brown again through the air, 76 yards. Run was no good, 36-0 our halftime score. And speaking of scores, looking at Major League Baseball, 300 start tonight for Adam Wainwright and Yadier Molina, 4th all-time in the battery mate. And the Cardinals on top of the Brewers, 5-0 top of the third. Nolan Arenado, 2 home runs in that contest for the Redbirds. Elsewhere around the majors, Mets on top of the Nationals, 2-0. That one in the top of the 6th. 2-1 Yankees on top of the Orioles in the bottom of the 6th. Ace on top of the Blue Jays, 6-2, bottom of the 6th.
I was going to say, we better get this one out there before someone gets upset. The Cubs were victorious earlier. I don't know if they even have – I don't know any of their players anymore, but they did win 6-5 over the Pittsburgh earlier.
I was going to get there eventually.
I mean, you know that if we didn't do
yes,
it,
I know.
Like,
I know.
They're going to call us biased or something.
You know, well, we kind of are. You and I are, anyway.
I mean, honestly, I'm looking down like the guys that did things for them and like scored runs, and I don't know any of them.
Chris Frankhauser on the call.
Well,
Arnie throwing it. So, well, since Arnie, just said something about us, I don't know what he said, if it was good or bad, but
probably
September 18th at the Bushnell VFW is the music trivia night. Right. Fundraiser for the Spartan baseball team. So, if you think you have the knowledge in the music, then I guess that's the place to be. Arnie says it's going to be a good time. It's going to be rocking. So. I'm not going to attempt that. I might slip some words there on accident.
Again, 36-0 here. Halftime. Second quarter, Farmington 39, Havana nothing. A-Town 14, Stark County 3. That's a first quarter score. Rova Williamsfield 20. Alwood 6, that's a second quarter score. I think you had the Illini West Lewiston score earlier.
Well, I got a chance here. I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. M&B Furniture, Bushnell only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and the best in home appliance repair in the area. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or at the web, mnbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. Went to go to my second page there, Chris, and there was a roster. I was kind of confused for a second. MDH McDonough District Hospital, athletic trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring. And just wanted to, I was reading this one before I read it because last week it was like, that's not right. So I just wanted to make sure that that this one was good to go. So we're going to do it now. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street, Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4. For all your fresh produce needs, be sure to follow our Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, they have pumpkins and other fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Jane DeCounter and family invite you to the Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. We've got about just under 4 minutes to go here at halftime. It's 36-0 to score. Your Bushnell Prairie City Spartans on top of the visiting Blue Ridge Knights. And we're going to step away for a few minutes and let producer Kenny run us a few more ads.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
And welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. 36-0 to score here. Bushnell Prairie City on top. Looking to go up to 2-0 to begin the season. And Chris, it's been a while since we called a game where we even a season started out 2-0 for a Spartan football team.
And nicely played game again for the most part. Little had some issues there offensively a couple of times, like you said, when we tried to do anything too much there early on in the contest. But, I'm impressed. Sam Hensley, Jacob Brown, that connection's 2 for 2, 2 long touchdowns.
I'm just going to say this. I mean, that's probably going to go in the record books, most passing yardage in an 8-man football game for the Bushnell Prairie City Spartans.
Well, it is to this point, yes. It is a record. Every yardage. Yeah. Yeah, that
got you on that one, didn't I?
Nicely played.
Thanks.
Jeez.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
So
you see what I mean, it's good that probably the season's only 9 or 10 weeks because
you volunteered for this,
yes,
remember.
Yes, I know.
You volunteered.
Yes, I do. Every Friday, I remember.
Final few seconds of the halftime, we're going to click off, and then we're going to put 3 minutes back up on the clock.
Again, BPC on the road for the first time in 8-man next Saturday at West Central Biggsville.
And that will be a contest to see where
where
this football team is actually at. I don't want to take anything away from the program we faced last week and this week, but next week we will actually get a test to see how good we actually are. Last week we had 40 in the first half. This week we have 36 in the first half. As you said, going into the game next week, they're one of the top-rated teams in 8-man football in the state of Illinois. So we're gonna the old litmus test to see how good we really are.
Right, and we've got that game, Peoria Heights, I think the week after that. You like the start. It was, I think, good to have a start like this, but like you said, we're going to get a good judgment next week where this BPC Spartan club is.
Is that on the 17th, Peoria Heights game?
Peoria Heights is a Friday night game. 2 weeks from tonight.
So the 7th. Okay.
Yep. JV will play. JV plays prior to the varsity in that contest.
I'm running my work schedule
Yes.
through my head.
Oh, I
and I'm
know,
just like,
I know.
So that's actually, I have next Friday off. So I actually, next weekend is my first Friday off, and then, well, tonight's technically my first
Well, next Friday
so.
we will have a Friday night free of football next Friday night.
Yep.
With
So I'll
Saturday.
The Saturday game is my day off, and then the Friday night at Peoria Heights works out that I don't have to try to rush back. And
cool. Of course, not unfamiliar with that trip to Peoria Heights.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be the first time I've done the game, then showed up in the middle of the night to go to work. So.
Right. And BPC
said that's going to be a Pawnee game.
No.
So the final
Spartans back looks like is that Link and Brown? Can't make out.
It's either Brown or Huffman. I don't see 22 on the sideline.
Oh, 22 is one of the up men here, I think, on the near side. I think that's Link and Brown back deep.
It's going to be an onside kick here, and it's going to be fallen on by Bittner. So a good recovery there by BPC. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Spartans from their own 47-yard line.
Spartans will begin the first half. At the 47-yard line, 1st and 10, Spartans.
Give a shout out to former Spartan alumni Jenny and James McCool all the way up in Minnesota. Giving a shout out to Kramer out there on the field. First play for the Spartans here in the second half can be a handoff to Ben Powell. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to fight his way forward.
Maybe back to the line of scrimmage at best.
And actually, they're going to give him a little bit of a gain, so gain of about a half yard.
34. Jameson Barkler on the stop.
Gain of almost 1.
So 2nd and 9 for BPC.
2 wide receivers, split backfield. Hensley in the shotgun. Handoff going to go to Shin, but it's going to be fumbled.
I think he got back on it. He did.
Like I said, a little timing messed up there on the between him and Powell, and the ball just didn't get into him, it looked like, and some penetration by the Knights.
So loss of 1 back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 for BPC.
Same formation once again for the Spartans. Handoff straight ahead to Powell.
Oh,
nope,
Shin.
sorry, Shin.
And he's not got much room to run there, maybe a yard or two. Stop made by 77, Trevor Cruz.
So here on 4th down, it's going to be a 4th, and we're going to say a long 8. And Coach Rada is going to go ahead and say, hey, let's get this 8 yards, boys. Let's do it. Toss sweep to Shane Shin near side. He's going to turn on the speed and just steamroll a guy before he stepped out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Got the first down.
At about the 35-yard line, first down.
Gain of 16.
16, yep.
I was just getting that for you.
That'll stop the clock with 10:25 to play here in the third quarter.
Kenny, I don't know if you got replays, but that's a replay worth showing there, my friend. Shane Shin just turns the corner and absolutely puts his helmet down and just runs over the player. They're going to come out here on 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Ben Powell near side. He's going to put his shoulder down and fight his way forward.
Dive forward for 4 or 5. Stop made by 13, Landon Slade.
Landon Slade with a stop.
Oh, not much on that as I thought. They're going to mark it a gain of about a yard.
Gain of 1. Bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Spartans. Split backfield, 2 wide receivers. Handoff going to be faked and going to be an option. He's going to try to pitch it. That's living dangerously there, boys.
That's going to be a loss back to the 43-yard line.
A loss
of
about
9.
8, 9.
A loss of 9 yards.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and long now for the Spartans.
3rd and
18.
Down markers at the 25. So, yep, 3rd and 18.
Offset power I this time for the Spartans. Handoff to Ben Powell. He's going to follow Shane Shin on the block. He's got some running room near sideline. Bounces
got
off
it.
another.
Nice run by Powell.
Yeah, down inside the 20. So he.
Ben Powell with a run.
20. Almost to the 15. They're going to mark it at about the 16.
So a gain of about 25.
First down.
27 on the play. I'll give Powell.
Couldn't remember exactly where the play started from. I knew it was close to a 25 yards. So 27 yards on the run for Powell. First down for the Spartans. Handoff to Horwittle this time. He's going to fake it inside, bounce it back outside. He's got some running room down the far sideline and in for the touchdown at the 8:29 mark here in the third quarter. That'll make the score 42-0 for the Spartans.
16 yards on the run for Dalton Horwittle.
Toss sweep near sideline, and
the question is, this the touchdown? I guess it wasn't on the play before. Powell?
No,
that is a two-point conversion.
That was a two-point conversion, so that does make the score 44-0. And a big old happy birthday to Dalton Horwittle there. A little touchdown birthday action.
That makes it 42-0 BPC with 8:21 to play here in the first half.
United Community Bank services are designed to keep you in the game when you are on the go. With online and mobile banking, that's nothing but net. To friendly services you can count on from the leader of community banking. Choose UCB is always a touchdown. Visit a location near you with the branches in Bushnell, Colchester, and 2 in Macomb. UCB is a member FDIC. And MTC Communications. Having a slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communication offers lightning fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone services, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas.
Kick by Bittner.
I thought he fielded that on the knee, but picked it up, no whistle. And he's going to return it straight up the middle.
Number 7 on the return.
And that'll
Joey
be
Cole.
Touchdown for Cole. I was in the middle of reading an ad and looked up and saw the ball being kicked, and I thought he was on the ground when he fielded it. Figured they're going to blow the whistle, and he got up and just took off down the center of the field.
So that'll make it 44-6.
I'll finish that real quick. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com. Check your availability. So 6:08 on the clock in the third quarter puts the score 44-6 as the Knights finally get on the score sheet.
I'm going to line it up for 2. And the 2-point conversion is no good.
2-point conversion is no good. With 8:08 remaining in the third, it is the VPC Spartans 44 and the Blue Ridge Knights 6.
(44-6) the score here from Bushnell Prairie City High School. We'll be right back.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
I feel honored for those patients to have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
I would say that one of the most rewarding aspects of being an obstetrician is being present at the delivery of a baby. It's mostly a joyous occasion, and it's just so much fun to be a part of that.
Back to Bushnell Prairie City High School, score 44-6 now after the kick return for the touchdown for the Knights. And once again, a little onside kick towards the near sideline. Bittner once again going to be the man they kick it to. He's going to recover it. I think I said 6 minutes. It was actually 8 minutes on the clock. The one upright there on the far
blocks
goalpost
out.
blocks that one side from me. Now it just looks like a dash on top, but I know it's a 7. So 7:50 and counting as we're into the running clock territory here for the rest of the second half. Spartans are going to take over 1st and 10. Ball on their own 48-yard line. Split backfield. Handoff to Powell. He's going to fumble it, pick it up on a bounce, and get it back to the line of scrimmage. Actually get it up close to the 45-yard line. Give him a gain of 2 on the play.
Gain of 2 for Ben Powell.
What did I say, the 45? I guess that is the 50-yard line. Good call, Producer Kenny. That's why you make the big bucks. Brown County up 42-0 over North Green, and Macomb up 36-0 over South Fulton. Split backfield here from low snap, going to be picked up by Shen off the ground. Lots of running room around the near sideline. He's just going to outrun everybody to the near sideline.
6:45 to play.
Low snap. Him and Hensley were figuring out who was going to pick it up. Finally, Shen just picks it up off the ground and runs it near side for a 50-yard touchdown.
Chase Shen with a 50-yard touchdown for BPC.
That should put him well over 100 yards.
Yeah, 168 on my count with 12 carries.
2-point conversion here.
We see Huffman at quarterback number 2, and Powell losing his footing, so the 2-point conversion is no good.
With 6:33 remaining in the third, it is your BPC Spartans 50 and the Knights of Blue Ridge 6.
So 50-0 to score here. 6:33 remaining in the third quarter. Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year, or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. So Bittner has it teed up once again for the Spartans. High kick this time. Going to take a bounce and bounce right by the up man. He's going to finally pick it up about the 20, and he's going to get wrapped up. Lane Huffman again. Lane Huffman down there to make the initial wrap up. Bittner down there, as well as the brother Dalton. Nope, I'm sorry. That's not Dalton Huffman. That is Brown. The 3 Spartans on the tackle. So the Knights will take over 1st and 10. Ball just inside their own 20.
Continual clock again, 6 minutes and continuing to count down.
Wing back far side, 1 setback for the Knights. Going to go handoff up the middle to the lone running back. He's going to break it out to the far sideline.
Smith.
Where he's finally brought down at about the 27-yard line, it looks like. Gain of 6. Bring up a 2nd and 4.
Powell on the stop for BPC.
Gain of about 6 for Smith, 2nd and 4.
Stool's almost too short. Wing back near side this time. 1 setback for the Knights. Wing back goes in motion. Going to be a handoff to the wing back. He's going to take it on the far side. He's going to get hit right at the yard line.
88, Corbin Colbert.
Looks like enough for a first down.
is going to be enough for Knight. First down, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line.
Wing back near side once again. He's going to go in motion. Hand off to the
Smith.
Up back. He's going to spin off the first tackle. He's going to have a gain of close to 5, it looks like.
See, 67. Katie English checking in the ball game for BPC.
Finn Smith on the run.
Shane Shin going to come off.
On the tackle. 2nd and 5.
Looks like Coach Rod is going to get as much of the younger players in as he can now with the running clock up 50-6. Wing back to the far side for the Knights. Handoff straight to the middle and wrapped up in the
Hodgkin,
backfield.
73, 71. Jackson Groudage also in there on that stop for BPC.
So a very short gain.
White Hodgkins on the tackle.
Motion to the far side by the wing back. Going to be a handoff to the lone setback. He's going to get it up to about the 40 before he's
13 on the carry.
Actually, they're going to get it across, and it's going to be enough for a first down.
Landon Slade.
Runs good for a first down.
Clock down to 2:30 to play here, 3rd quarter. 50-6 BPC on top.
Wing back near side for the Knights. Handoff to the tailback. He's going to take it off far side, cut back across midfield.
Slade again.
Brought down at about the just shy of midfield. He's going to have a gain of, call it 9. They'll bring up a 2nd and 1 for the Knights.
Slade with a 9-yard run.
Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 50-6 the score. The BPC Spartans on top. Wing back near side for the Knights once again. Handoff to the lone tailback. He's going to have it across midfield and have enough for a Knight first down before he's brought down at around the 42-yard line.
Gain of 8
of the Spartans.
Chris Smith. Tackle by number 26, Jake Willie.
Russell Industry 22, Elmwood Brimfield 16, that in the 3rd quarter.
Split backfield this time. Handoff to the second back to the right.
88, Colbert.
He's going to be brought down just after crossing the 40-yard line. Ball on the 39-yard line. A gain of about, that's called a long 3.
Cody Evans with the run. Lane Huffman.
Sorry, long 2, short 3.
Lane Huffman on the stop.
For Evans.
Call it a 2nd and 8 now for the Knights. Clock down just under 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Split backfield for the Knights. Handoff to the second back through.
Colbert again. Hey, dang, almost lost that football.
I'm trying to see, it looked like Lane Huffman once again coming in, wrapping him up.
I think 44 possibly in on that play as well. Ethan Pierce.
Corbin Colbert with the run.
And that's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. 50-6 in favor of BPC.
Blue Ridge Knights 6.
So 50-6 the score after 3 here from Bushnell Prairie City High School. We'll be right back.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Get dinner to the table quickly. no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. And I would still like to thank Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and of course pizza. Dine in or carry out, 450 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And I may or may not have had 4 tacos from there last night. I was going to have 2 and save 2 for later. Well,
their tacos are very good.
The 2 for later just had to be right after the first 2, so they were just later.
They were
those.
later.
Yes,
because
I couldn't eat them all at once.
You weren't wrong.
3rd and 8 here. I mean, that's a good try. It's not our ball, but that's a good try. That's a good try.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 8 for the Knights. Going to be a handoff to the.
They're putting 34, which
we saw him run the
yes,
ball
we
earlier,
did.
And I tell you what, you better hit him low.
Jameson Berkler with a run.
Jameson Berkler on the run, and he's going to have a first down. Taryn Love with the stop for BPC.
He made the stop, and I think he paid for it
Yeah,
also because he went high, and there's a lot of load coming with that young man. Sophomore running back, and he is built. They're going to hand off to him again. He's going to come near sideline. There's a block in the back, but
heck of a cutback, and he's going to drag everybody down near the end goal line. Down at about the 23 yards on the play.
And that is why I said you have to hit him low because he's got he's a big boy, and he's just carrying him.
Yep.
I'm holding it so I don't
step
on it.
So it'll be 1st and goal for the Knights at the Spartan 6.
We're going to check him out of the ball game. 1st and goal now for the Knights. Handoff to the wow, blown up in the backfield. Dalton Huffman.
Was 10 Smith on the carry.
Or as I feel we should say, Dalton of the Huffman variety.
Yeah, there we go. You can do that. Let's say no gain on the play for Smith.
On the stop.
So see some new numbers in for BPC.
Second and goal.
So 2nd and goal, ball back near the 10-yard line, just inside the 10-yard line for the Knights.
Peyton Mason at safety, number 32 for the Spartans.
And I tell you what the Spartans did there is the Knights are going to get it in for the touchdown.
That would be Slade.
The Spartans put everyone inside the box and came right up the middle, and he was just enough time to get it outside for the touchdown. So at the 9:54 mark here in the contest, the Knights hit pay dirt once again, which makes the score 50-12 for your BPC Spartans.
A 10-yard run for Landon Slade for the Knights. Caden Wiseman, pass into the end zone is good. Caught by number 21, Matt Schumacher. Makes it a 50-14 lead for BPC.
14.
So with 9:54 remaining here in the contest, your BPC Spartans 50, the visiting Blue Ridge Knights 14.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
And we're back. Bushel Prairie City High School score 50-14. Your Spartans on top. Blue Ridge has kicked onside every time they've had a kickoff. We'll see what they do here. A little squib kick this time, and it's going to be fallen on by the Spartans at about the 50-yard line.
Bittner again.
Bittner 3 for 3 on the onside fielding. I have a feeling I'm going to need my roster with all the new people in for the Spartans.
55. Carter Chambers. 50. Anthony Iazon.
Of course, 67, Katie English out there on offense. Dalton Huffman in at quarterback. Looks like he's going to have Powell and Horwittle back with him. Handoff's going to go to Horwittle. He's going to split the would-be defenders, cut it back far sideline. Lots of running room down the far sideline for the birthday boy. He's going to break a few more tackles, have it down close to the 31-yard line.
So we'll call it a gain of 19.
19-yard run for Horwittle.
See Powell and Huffman check out. Horwittle checking out.
Dalton Horwittle with a 19-yard run.
That'd be really funny if after we said he turned like, it's not my birthday.
Talon Love in at quarterback for BPC. Going to hand off to 21 Pierce.
Pierce going to bring it near side. He's going to get brought down.
Pierce, the ball carrier.
Gain of about
across the 30.
4, it looks like. Ball down to around the 27-yard line.
Clock continuing to run again. Under 7.5 to play, or 7:50 to play, I should say.
Going a little quicker this week than it did last week, so Love at quarterback once again. Split backfield. Handoff's going to go to Lane Huffman, but he's got nowhere to go.
13, Landon Slate on the stop.
Huffman took the handoff, and Slate was standing right there waiting on him.
Going to be a loss of about 6, well, more than that. Loss of about 8 on the play.
Love at quarterback. Going to take the snap, hand off second back through. That's going to be Pierce, and Pierce is going to get drugged down in the backfield as well.
21, Matt Schumacher with a stop.
So he's going to lose about 4 yards on that one. It's going to bring up a 4th and
about 20, 19.
19.
Call it 4th and 19. (28-16) now. Rushville Industry on top of Elmwood Brimfield.
Hand off to Lane Huffman. He's going to go around the far end. He's going to get a lot of the yards back and some more. He's going to have a first down, and he's going to have a touchdown. Lane Huffman with a 39-yard touchdown run on 4th and forever.
That'll make it 56-14.
Nothing like a 5-yard loss, a 4-yard loss, and a 39-yard touchdown.
Right.
2-point conversion on the way. It's going to be a handoff to
Lane Huffman.
Nope, it's going to be a keeper by Love, but he's not going to get it in. It'll be no good. So at the 6:09 mark here in the contest, 56-14 the score. Your Bushel Prairie City Spartans on top.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, and Steel. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your locally owned neighborhood Ace. So stop on by. You can also order online for curbside pickup or get what you need delivered today. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their lawn care.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
We love here in our clinic having kids come in and feel welcome and at home. To have kids who are excited to come in and see us, who we can make the doctor's office be less scary for them. That's what really makes every day worthwhile.
And we're back here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. As you can hear in the background, the cheerleaders who have to do 56 jumping jacks. Kickoff's going to be fielded at about the 25-yard line by the up man. He's got nowhere to run.
Number
He's going to be
7.
Knocked out of bounds by, once again, I'll give you a guess who it was. Lane Huffman.
Joey Cole on the return for Farmer City Blue Ridge.
Got to give a shout out to the man behind the lens, Miles Hewlett, bringing you all the action.
Doing a good job as always.
We're going to see Dalton Huffman come in from the sideline now. We'll see number 32, Peyton Mason, check out.
See 55, Carter Chambers checking into the ball game.
Going to be a handoff to the near side. Lots of running room. Going to cut it back to the midfield.
Yeah, he's gone.
We got Love to beat. Love's going to run him down and tackle him note about the 35-yard line. He's going to touchdown saving tackle.
31 yards, and Love's going to be injured on the play. Is that 88 on the carry? It was. Colbert.
So we're going to have a timeout on the field for the injury. And the trainer tells the teams to go to the sideline. So with the break, we'll cut away to a couple commercials. We'll be right back.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Back here to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Some area scores. Rushville Industry 28, Elmwood Brimfield 24. That is a third quarter score. Halftime, Macomb 36, South Fulton nothing. Farmington 53, Havana 8. That is in the fourth. 30-3, A-Town on top of Stark County in the third quarter. Still third quarter. This also a third quarter score. Illini West 12, Lewistown nothing. Robert Williamsfield 20, Alwood 6 at the half.
Did you get Abington Stark County?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're back here. 56-14 to score. Bushnell Prairie City on top of the visiting Blue Ridge Knights. We're going to have it 1st and 10 at the Spartan 35-yard line. It's going to be an end-around play to number 21. He's going to have a gain of about 8, maybe 9 yards on the play.
Schumacher.
Schumacher with a run.
Called a gain of 7.
We're going to have a 2nd and 3 now for the Knights.
4 minutes to play.
Wing back to the far side, one setback. Wing back going to come in motion, going to fake the handoff to him. Goes to the lone setback. He's going to have it.
Ball's out.
Yeah, he got that ball knocked away from his body.
34 is going to fall on it. Berkler.
Recovered by the Knights.
It's going to be enough for a first down.
See number 32, Peyton Mason, checking back in the game, as well as number 71, Jackson Groudage for the Spartans.
Down at 3:05 left on the game clock. 56-14 lead for BPC.
Split backfield now for the Knights. Handoff inside to the big
Berkler.
boy once again, and
Berkler, the ball carrier.
He's going to have enough close to another first down for the Knights.
number 21, Evan Pierce, I think was the one that made the initial hit. They pulled him up off the ground 6 yards later.
Right. 2:30 to play.
Split backfield once again, straight at the
Berkler.
middle. And this time he's got nowhere to go as the Spartan defense all over him.
Pierce, 21 on the stop.
Golf coach extraordinaire, Mr. Snyder, leaving us up here in the box. Still trying to get that funding for that drone so we can do the golf, but split backfield once again for the Knights here. It's going to be a toss sweep to the near side. And a good job by the Spartans of spreading it out. Lane Huffman comes in to clean it up on the tackle, but
Colbert
good job
on
to
the
number 5 there, Brock Beekman for the Spartans, as he actually ran alongside the play, got past the block of Jamison Berkler, made that play come out further, and was able to allow Huffman to come in to clean it up.
Down to minute 20 on the clock. Second and 10 for the Knights at the BPC 11.
Wing back to the far side. It's going to be a pitch to him. He's going to bring it back to the near side. There's a hold. There's the flag on it. I really just figured they'd let it go with a minute left, and you're up 56-14. But
Slade in for the touchdown, but holding on
against Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge.
I mean, it was a pretty obvious hold to see it up here, but
timeout, Farmer City Blue Ridge.
So 39.5 seconds remaining in the contest. We're just tell you what, old producer Kenny just looked at me and gave me the old wave off and says, "We're staying with you. We're staying live."
One more score update from Macomb. Third quarter, 8:21 to play. Macomb 44, South Fulton nothing.
Well, update in the Major League Baseball action, and the only game that matters, St. Louis up 8-0 in the. Looks like they're just going into the 6th inning.
Wainwright, at last check, I saw one hitter through 5.
And he also looks like he has an RBI.
Bader.
Nolan Orlando with 2 home runs in the contest, and Bader with 1.
A 3-run shot. Arnado with a solo and a 2-run homer.
I made a comment when we was down there because Bader's got those flowing locks down the back of hanging out the back of his helmet. And name 5 players that play for him, and I'll give you a high five. 5. So Bader gets that triple, and one of the guys was like, and I'm like, man, Bader was sliding into third, and that hair was still coming around second.
Yep. 39.5 here on the game clock.
Going to be a fake pitch. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to not take it into the end zone.
We're going to get another hold, I believe.
Yeah.
And late on the flag, it's 35. Lucas Buck was on the far side, and the receiver on that far side just grabbed a handful of jersey around the shoulders.
The difference between those 2 holds, the one before was inside the line of scrimmage.
And that hold actually was pretty much after the quarterback was by it.
Yeah. I mean, it did spring him out there a little bit more, but it was wide open. You couldn't not see it. So,
and that might be our last play of the game, and it is as Farmer City Blue Ridge heading back towards midfield as the clock down to 10 seconds to play, and that will do it. BPC is going to move to 2-0, 56-14 over the Farmer City Blue Ridge Knights.
We'll be right back.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch
OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team, and everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, you know, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, and Steel. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your locally owned neighborhood Ace. So stop on by. You can also order online for curbside pickup or get what you need delivered today. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their lawn care.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
I feel honored for those patients to have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
Welcome back here to Bushnell Prairie City High School. The final score here, I don't know what you want to call, I was going to say the big house, but we're not that big. But the final score here is your Bushnell Prairie City Spartans 56, the visiting Blue Ridge Farmers 14. Chris, you had some
I got some individual stats here. We'll start off with BPC. Shane Shin, 12 carries, 168 yards, 3 scores tonight. Ben Powell, 7 for 43 and a touchdown. Dalton Horwittle, 3 for 23 and a touchdown. Lane Huffman, 2 for 39 and a touchdown. Sam Hensley, 3 of 4 passing, 2 touchdowns, 175 yards through the air. 56-14, the final score. BPC moves to 2-0 on the season. And we'll head for their first road game next Saturday afternoon at West Central's Coach Rodis. I see him on his way up, so I am going to step out.
I was going to say, if you, okay, you're going to do an ad, and we'll be right back with Coach Rodis.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And you know, sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Post-game interview here with Coach Rodis. Coach, 2 weeks, 2 running clocks. It's been a while since we've called, you know, you've had this kind of a fortunes, I guess you'd say, but
right.
You know, Blue Ridge coming over, as we talked earlier today, had some medical issues, so very short on numbers from already being short on numbers. So, you know, kind of kudos to them to even making that long drive over.
For sure, yeah, and what a great group of guys. Very sportsmanlike, helping each other up, and afterwards, the way they handled themselves, they were a great bunch of guys. Very young kids. That team could be really, really good here in the next couple of years. That's a lot of freshmen, sophomores we just played. So if they stay after it, they could be pretty good.
Looked like, in fact, one of their sophomores there got some time at running back, and I think some of your players learned a lesson of hitting low when it comes to tackling.
Right? You definitely. You get a big kid like that, you can't hit high. You need to figure that out.
So, Coach, as we said, we're 2 weeks in. You guys are 2-0. Next week, first Saturday game, but making the trip up to Biggsville, which, as I told to Chris, will be the first test of this team, kind of the litmus test to see how good you guys really are. That's one of the state-ranked or state favorites in eight-man football.
Yeah. We just kind of talked about them out there that, we got some improvements to make. We made some little errors there in the first half that we can't make next week if we stand a chance. There's some little things that we need to clean up. We can't put the ball on the ground. Eight-man football, it's all, if you can possess the ball and hold on to it and take your turn down the field, you're going to be okay. But you can't turn it over to them. So we need to fix that stuff. And, and we got to come out and hit right off the bat. And we kind of lulled a little bit there, here and there, but, they came back. And our guys did really well, I thought, tonight. And I was very proud of all of them. I mean, we got everybody in, everybody rotated. I'm happy with all of them.
I think Chris might have stole his stats there, but it looked like Shane Shin up over 100 yards tonight, a couple touchdowns. But then, you throw in, and I was joking around with Chris, but in all actuality, it's the truth. Some record-setting night tonight for BPC eight-man football
right.
in passing and receiving yards.
Right, yeah. Yards overall, total, yeah.
We saw a couple of the passes there early where just like maybe the communication or the timing was just off, but then those last two just –
It was just, the timing was just a little off between our quarterback and them, and we knew we were going to come back to it, and just was on the list to come back to, and we did it. So they handled it and made it happen, Well,
Coach, we'd like to thank you once again for coming up and joining us for the post-game show, and we will see you next week from Biggsville.
All right. Well, thank you very much for everything you guys do. Appreciate it.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
Welcome back here to Bushnell Prairie City High School. 56-14 the score. Your Bushnell Prairie City Spartans go to 2-0 on the season. And as I just talked about with Coach Rodis, we'll make the trip next week to Biggsville to like I said, will be a litmus test to see exactly where we stand in eight-man football.
Exactly. So an extra day of rest and at it next Saturday afternoon at Biggsville. So, again, 56-14 our final score tonight.
And as always, we'd like to thank JoJo's Gaming Parlor, our post-game sponsor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join us. Join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Well, for Chris Frankhauser, I'm Jeff Borders. We'd like to thank everyone for joining us again tonight, and we will see you next Saturday. I want to pause here real quick. Tomorrow also is is West Prairie going to West Central.
Yep.
You can catch that here on TSSR Live. So I don't want to leave that out. So that way, anyone, we played with those kids for the last, 4 or 5 years, and make sure they get a shout out. We can check them out, and you can also see the team that we're going to be playing next week. So check that out tomorrow afternoon. Kenny, what time is that?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, and I do believe it will be Kenny and Dwayne Hewlett bringing you all that action. and then next week it'll be us at 1 o'clock. So now I'll say, for Chris Frankhauser, I'm Jeff Borders. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next week.